As we continue our look now into the Ableton Live integrated synthesizers and audio devices, let's go ahead and take a look now at one of the newer ones, which is the Analog Modeling Synth. Again, if you're following along with the project files, let's open up Instrument Demo. And analog can be quite powerful, so let's come down here right away and pull the volume down about 6-8 points. I'll go. Now come over to our device browser, clicking on it here in the upper left and opening up the Instruments folder, and coming down and grabbing the analog, click and hold, drop it on the track. And here we see the basic outlay of the analog modeling synth here. Now we can open up a preset. I'm going to do the hot swap circle here again. Come over to the synth category. Just open up the lead category and see how many presets there are. Just a very powerful, fat sounding synthesizer. Let's check out Big Sweep. Double click and play. Just double clicking another one. You can see quite a wide variety right off the bat. Now let's go for a standard square wave one, and I'm going to use this for exploring it more. Once we've done that, I'm going to open up the device component within the rack and we can see the synth in place here. What we have is an oscillator across the top and an oscillator across the bottom. Now, as true with almost everything within Ableton Live, the use of space is incredible, and also the ability to turn on and off the sections you want to use to help save and utilize more of your CPU is found everywhere. So here we can turn on amplifiers, different filters, filter number 2, LFOs, etc. are each individually switchable between on and off modes. And one of the great things you want to see is to come down here into the global section and click on that and see what opens up in the center. Again, we have 2 oscillators and a noise generator. Then we have 2 filters, and these boxes in here create flexible routings for the use of those components. So here we have oscillator 1 going through its own filter, then out its own amplifier, and the same thing for the lower one. So they're basically parallel and independent of each other. In this next one, we see that they both run to both filters. So the oscillator signals are mixed together, then they run into each filter and out their own amps. So we've got the combined sound going out 2 different filters and amplifiers. Down here on the other left hand side, we have 2 oscillators going through a single filter and then a single amplifier. Then down below we get 2 filters in what we call series, one after the other. So the 2 oscillators are mixed together, then through the first filter, out of the first filter to the second filter, then out a single amplifier. So this helps us get some of the notch or bandpass type things by being able to change the filter's routing. It's a very powerful, unique design here. We have vibrato, keyboard tracking, unison mode, etc. Let's take a look now what we see. We see the oscillators, how much it goes into each filter, shape of the oscillator, the basic synthesis, sine, sawtooth, square wave or pulse wave, and a noise wave, random. Then down below we have the same thing. So we can have both of these on, coming through, detuning for creating fat synth sounds, double filters with resonance on each, 2 separate amplifiers, and when we click on them we see the center section gives us capability to control the envelope generator extensively, and also some legato modes and also loop modes. In the filter section we also have an envelope generator for both filters. We also have 2 LFOs, again independently on and off, and independently can be put to Hertz mode or into standard beats per minute mode. So this will keep your LFOs in sync. Again, each can be turned on and off. So we see quite a structure here for creating a variety of sounds, and when we hear these sounds they're just so fat, we know we've got a great job here. Again, in the center we have a noise oscillator, and we can control its cutoff frequency also. It has an additional control for how much goes out to each filter, and then a global volume control. We see this for oscillator 1, 2, and the noise oscillator likewise. Let's call up another preset, rectangular wave. And again, with just a wide variety of analog synth style sounds presets ready to go in great categories. Okay, next we'll take a look at Electric, which is a great modeling synth for creating piano type sounds.